Ladies and gentlemen, Raiders Nation, buckle up because we've got some silver and black lightning striking the desert this week. Imagine this. You're staring down the barrel of a season that's felt like a roller coaster stuck in the drop, full of promise, but lately, just a whole lot of stomach-churning twists. And right when you think the Raiders are about to hit rock bottom, boom! They swoop in like Al Davis himself, raiding the free agent pool for a veteran weapon that's got more touchdowns than a highlight reel from the Tuck Rule game. That's right, folks, the Las Vegas Raiders are signing Tyler Lockett, the Seattle speedster who's caught more balls than a circus act, reuniting him with his old wizard of a coach, Pete Carroll, and signal caller Geno Smith. What a plot twist in this AFC West soap opera. If you're not fired up yet, stick around, because we're diving deep into why this could be the spark that ignites Allegiant Stadium, the Death Star, into a supernova of silver and black glory. Let's kick things off with the headlines straight from the neon glow of Vegas. According to ESPN's Ryan McFadden, the Raiders are inking Lockett to a deal for the rest of the 2025 season, just days after the Titans cut him loose like yesterday's bad bet. The 33-year-old receiver, who inked a one-year pact with Tennessee back in April, barely got his cleats dirty down south, snagging just 10 passes for 70 yards over 7 games and 181 snaps. Ouch. But here's the beauty of the NFL, my friends. It's a league of second chances, and for Lockett, this feels like destiny calling collect from the Pacific Northwest. He's heading back to familiar arms, literally, with Carroll, the 73-year-old coaching legend who's turned more programs around than a Las Vegas showgirl spotlight. Remember, Pete built empires at USC, won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks, and now? He's got the Raiders dreaming of that elusive Lombardi trophy again, channeling the ghost of John Madden's turquoise turban for some old-school motivation. Now, let's break it down like we're diagramming plays on a whiteboard in the Raiders' war room. The Raiders just came off their bye week, Week 8 in the books, and boy, do they need this jolt. Their offense. It's been limping along like a slot machine on the fritz, dead last in the league at 31st for points scored, 30th in total yards, and scraping the bottom of the barrel in passing yards and touchdowns. Geno Smith, the gunslinger who lit up Seattle with those deep bombs to Lockett back in the day, has been picking more grass from interceptions than a grounds crew after a Monday night massacre. 8 picks already this season, folks. That's not the Geno we saw threading needles like a surgeon in 2022, when he led the Seahawks to the playoffs with over 4,000 yards and 30 TDs. What's gone wrong? Partly, it's the injury bug that's bitten harder than a vampire in Transylvania. Star tight end Brock Bowers, that rookie phenom out of Georgia who was supposed to be the next Travis Kelce with a Raiders twist, has been sidelined with nagging hamstring tweaks, missing 3 of the last 5 games. Without him, the passing game's been as predictable as a Broncos collapse, stagnant, forcing Geno to dance in the pocket like he's dodging paparazzi. And don't get me started on the wide-out woes. Jacoby Myers, the reliable route runner from that Pats dynasty days, has been banged up too. Missed 2 full games with a high ankle sprain, and whispers around the league water cooler are swirling about a potential trade before tomorrow's deadline. Could Myers fetch a second-rounder from a contender like the Eagles? Raiders GM Tom Telesco might pull the trigger if the offer's right, but adding Lockett? That's the ultimate hedge, a low-risk, high-reward move to keep Davante Adams from carrying the load solo. Adams, the all-pro diva with a $1 million smile and hands like glue traps, has been the lone bright spot, already at 58 catches for 785 yards and 7 scores, but even he can't outrun Father Time or a depleted supporting cast forever. Enter Lockett, 6'3" of pure veteran savvy, with that deceptive burst that made him a nightmare for cornerbacks in Seattle. Under Carroll's scheme, he exploded into franchise lore, second all-time for the Seahawks in receptions with 667, yards at 8,400 plus, and touchdowns at 60. That's not just numbers, that's legacy, etched in purple and green before the Raiders paint it silver and black. But here's where it gets really juicy, Raiders faithful, tactical chess on the gridiron. Pete Carroll's always been a master of the West Coast offense, that quick strike system Al Davis himself would have loved for its just win, baby, efficiency. Pair that with Chip Kelly's up-tempo wrinkles as offensive coordinator. Remember Kelly's glory days at Oregon, gassing defenses like a Ferrari on the Vegas Strip? And you've got a recipe for fireworks. Lockett thrived in Seattle's version of this, running slants and go routes that exploited Geno's arm strength like a blackjack dealer spotting a hot streak. Imagine it, Lockett streaking down the sideline on a 3rd and long, Adams dragging a safety on a double move, Bowers finally healthy to leak out of the flat for those red zone daggers. Defenses in the AFC West, those smug Chiefs with their Mahomes magic, The Broncos' pass rush that's been feasting like wolves, the Chargers' Herbert hammering away, won't know what hit him. Statistically, the Raiders' passing game ranks 29th in yards per attempt at 6.2, but Lockett's career 12.6 mark with Smith? That's elite. If they juice that to league average, we're talking 20 more points a game, easy. And with Max Crosby terrorizing QBs from the edge, already 9.5 sacks, leading the league, turnovers could flip from liability to lottery tickets. Let's zoom out for some historical heft, because nothing pumps the blood of Raiders Nation like a stroll down memory lane. This signing, it echoes the rebellious spirit that's defined the franchise since Al Davis stormed the league in 1963, yelling, "The autumn wind is a Raider," into the Oakland Coliseum winds. Lockett's arrival feels like a nod to those glory days, the 70s dynasty with Ken Stabler's snake-charming scrambles, leading to Super Bowls 11 and 15, or the 80s Hollywood heyday in L.A., Marcus Allen gliding for 2,000 yards from scrimmage like a sports car on Sunset Boulevard. Hell, even Charles Woodson, that interception machine turned wine connoisseur, would tip his Hall of Fame cap to a vet like Lockett joining the fray. Trivia time to keep you trivia nerds happy. Did you know the Raiders hold the NFL record for most comeback wins from 21-plus points down? 8 of them, baby. Proof that just when the house thinks it's got you beat, you flip the script. And rivalries. Oh, the AFC West blood feuds are pure pop culture gold. Think The Godfather, but with face paint and foam fingers. The Chiefs hate us like Taylor Swift hates bad press. Broncos fans still cry over the 2015 meltdown. Chargers? That's just sibling rivalry with Herbert as the golden child we never wanted. To bring this alive, let's pretend I've got mics in the locker room, because who wouldn't want to hear from the horses' mouths? Picture this, post-signing presser at the Death Star, Lockett steps up, that signature grin flashing under the lights. Man, Pete's energy? It's like plugging into a charger after a long flight. Gino and I, we got unfinished business, those Seattle Sundays where we'd light up secondaries like Vegas at midnight. Raiders Nation, get ready, I'm here to commit to excellence, just like the old man said. Cut to Geno Smith, nodding from the podium. Tyler's a brother, a separator who makes my job easy. We've texted non-stop since the news broke. It's like picking up a conversation from yesterday. With him, Adams, and Jacoby healthy, defenses are gonna have nightmares. And for the hot seat sizzle? Offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, the speed demon guru who's been under the microscope after that 31st ranked scoring clip, fires back with fire. Look, we've hit bumps. Bauer's out, Myers limping, but talent's there. Lockett's the vet we need to steady the ship. Chris Sims can talk hot seat all he wants. I'm focused on tempo, not turnover. Next game. We're scoring 30. Fictional. Sure, but feels real as a Raider raid, doesn't it? And fans. One die hard from Henderson chimes in via our hotline. Lockett in black and silver? That's nation approved. Just win, baby. Let's bury the Chiefs like we did in '02. Looking ahead, the implications. Massive, my silver and black brethren. The Raiders sit at 3-5, clinging to that third wildcard spot like a climber on Half Dome. With Lockett plugging the pass game hole, health returning, and the trade deadline looming, this could catapult them to 8-9 and a playoff tango. Predictions. Bold take. Geno tops 3,500 yards with 25 TDs down the stretch. Lockett hauls in 40 catches for 500 yards, enough to flip 2 divisional heartbreaks into W's. Playoffs. 65% shot if they snag Myers' replacement or ride the hot hand. But bigger picture. This rebuild under Carroll screams contention. No more moral victories. It's Lombardi or bust, echoing the 70s squads that owned the AFC. And culturally, Lockett's got that underdog vibe. Think Rocky Balboa in shoulder pads. Perfect for a Vegas team that's always been the anti-establishment rebel. Tie it to today, with Swiftie Mania hitting Arrowhead next week. Imagine Lockett torching Spag's secondary while Raiders Nation chants drown out the Popstar playlist. So, Raiders Nation, as the neon flickers and the bye-week cobwebs clear, this is your clarion call. Tune in Sunday when the Raiders host the Broncos. Prime time for payback in the mile-high mud. Grab your pirate flags, paint that face, and roar from the rafters of Allegiant or your living room shrine. Because in the words of the immortal Madden, all Madden. And with Lockett locked in, the madness is just beginning. Follow us on Raiders Radio for live updates, expert breakdowns, and that exclusive post-game pod where we dissect every snap. Just win. baby. This is your anchor, signing off from the silver lining in Sin City. Go Raiders!